So what does that mean for our strategy against ISIS? Tara Maller is here. She's a former military analyst for the CIA. What does it mean, Tara?
Well, I think we've seen a level of sophistication that we have not seen before. Whether or not it's a change in strategy, I wouldn't go that far, because I think ISIS has probably wanted to carry out coordinated attacks against multiple soft targets in a city like Paris. And to be quite frank, we've been lucky that we haven't seen something to this level before. So I think it shows a change in that they were able to achieve this level of sophistication and coordination, but not really a change in the fact that they've desired to do these sorts of attacks on these types of targets for a while, and analysts and officials have been concerned and worried about this.
You got to figure we're going to learn a lot more about how this came together, and I'm guessing we'll probably learn that the lack of borders across Europe is part of the reason this was easier than it would be, say, somewhere else.
Well, yes, we don't know yet if these were homegrown. Well, in some cases, it could be a mix. They could be homegrown French nationals who were born there, became radicalized or inspired by groups overseas. They could have been French who traveled to Syria and Iraq, got training and connections and ties and materials and finances. Or they could be, actual members of ISIS who, worked with teams over there, and some could have came from outside the country. Again, this remains to be seen. We don't have all the information yet. I'd imagine that because there were multiple individuals involved, they each might have a separate story. It doesn't have to be that they're all from within France or all from outside. It's probably, a mix of different situations in a cell that came together with a high level of coordination, given that this all happened simultaneously.
That makes sense. We'll know soon enough. Tara Maller, again, former military analyst at the CIA. Tara, the thing that we had always heard was they're so worried about lone wolf attacks because obviously a lone wolf doesn't have to talk to anybody. A lone wolf can just go out and do whatever he wants. But if you were going to have something coordinated, if, just say hypothetically, there were going to be 3 groups attacking in 3 different places and moving from one place to another with all kinds of coordination, security apparatus is in place to hear it. And now we know it isn't.
Well, you're absolutely correct. Lone wolf attacks are easier to fly under the radar of law enforcement because, by definition, a lone wolf is one person. In this case, intelligence officials are going to need to go back and mine through what was missed, what dots were connected. However, it's possible that there were warnings. There might have been strategic warnings. If you even look back at 9/11, there was a presidential daily brief warning about the desire to carry out attacks, the desire to use airplanes. But that doesn't translate into tactical intelligence that you can act upon, a time, a date, specifics. So it remains to be seen what type of intel law enforcement has.